Welcome to the very first video on this brand new channel, Baltic Defense Review. With the popularity of and interest in military topics, particularly in this part of the world, the creator behind the channel Lithuania Explained is branching out a little and covering defense and security for the broader Baltic region, maybe even Poland. My name is Matthew, and we hope you'll subscribe and join us in exploring the military situation in the Baltics and keeping up to date on the latest security news across Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. So, without further delay, let's kick things off with some recent news. Sweden's contribution of forces to NATO's Multinational Brigade in Latvia. So first, a little background on Sweden's deployment. It was on Thursday, December 12th, that the Parliament of Sweden approved a proposal to join the NATO Multinational Brigade in Latvia on a long-term basis with one mechanized infantry battalion of up to 600 soldiers. Quoted in an official press release, Latvia's Minister of Defense, Andris Spruds, said, "The addition of Sweden to the NATO Multinational Brigade in Latvia will be a significant contribution to the security of the Baltic Sea region and to the collective defense of NATO allies. The increase in the number of Allied soldiers on our territory is a clear signal to Russia that NATO is ready to defend each and every one of its member states from the very first centimeter of their borders." It was a huge step for Sweden, as this was the first time that Sweden deployed its soldiers in another NATO member state ever since joining the military alliance on March 7, 2024. As you may recall, Putin's invasion of Ukraine prompted both Sweden and Finland to join NATO. Prior to joining NATO, both Sweden and Finland maintained a policy of neutrality in military affairs, although both Nordic nations had partnered with the alliance on various issues for decades. And so it was on January 18th that the Swedish mechanized infantry battalion from the South Skåne regiment arrived in Latvia. On the day of the arrival, Lieutenant Colonel Henrik Rosdahl, commander of Sweden's 71st Mechanized Infantry Battalion, was quoted as saying, "We are honored to be here, and we are committed and ready to contribute to NATO's collective defense and deterrence efforts in the region. It is history in the making, but also the new normal for us. We look forward to the important task that is ahead of us, and we take great pride in doing it together as allies." The regiment is the only Swedish military unit equipped with the new XA360 armored vehicle, although it also uses the CV90 combat vehicle, an infantry fighting vehicle that was recently purchased by Estonia and is being considered by Lithuania. This more recent news of a Swedish deployment has been a long time coming. In fact, it was reported that Sweden, when joining NATO last year, announced its intent to participate in the NATO Multinational Brigade in Latvia. Sweden is obviously not alone in Latvia and joins a fairly long list of other nations in the NATO Multinational Brigade in the country. In fact, Sweden will join the following countries already contributing to Latvia's Multinational Brigade: Albania, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Iceland, Italy, Canada, Latvia, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Poland, Slovakia, Slovenia, and Spain. Canada has been designated the framework nation for the NATO Multinational Brigade in Latvia, and so it provides the largest portion of personnel and equipment to the brigade, including the brigade command position. Germany is the framework nation for Lithuania's NATO presence in the country, while the United Kingdom leads NATO's multinational presence in Estonia. We'll be sure to cover these other forces in later videos, so we do hope you'll subscribe to help grow our new channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.